cuties, if no one has told you already today, I want you to know that you are missed. For those of you that are new, welcome. I am Jem, and today's reading we have the color black. For black, it's usually associated with death and the underworld. It goes way beyond to ancient culture back then, where many gods and goddesses of the underworld were represented by black, even in ancient Egypt. And also Hindu goddesses of death and time also have black. The feeling of death can associate with feelings of fear, and but that's just one perspective. Like white and black can be understood either as an absence of light, no color, or all the colors together in harmony. For the ancient Egyptians, black also represented fertility. Black is often used in spell work when you have to do some protection and can be useful in absorbing negative energy. So, I think that is a great little passage for our reading. Since we're going to be talking about today people who may miss you. So, who misses you? Who is trying to rekindle things or talk about things or fix things, or maybe be paying attention very closely to you or stalking your Instagram? Somebody who is missing you. So in pick a card readings, you could read them how you like. You could view the whole thing and pick whichever or take whatever resonates, or you could pick and select a pile based on the descriptions I give you and just watch that section. As long as you take what resonates and leave the rest. Also know that every reader reads differently. I tend to read very candidly and honestly, so beware. Also, before we hop right into this video, I wanted to let you guys in different ways you could help out the channel. One is by subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I would really appreciate it. And also, just giving the video a like. I also wanted to mention I have a Depop where I sell tarot card decks, and I sell crystals and personal readings that will be posted on my YouTube unlisted. You can check that out if you'd like. And know that all donations to me are extremely appreciated but not expected. I thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. So, let's get right in and let's take a deep breath. So I don't come in with negative energy, you don't come in with negative energy, so we could get a clear reading. Let's take a deep breath. Ready? All right, so with the first pile, we have the raccoon. It is a earth sign, I believe, here. With the raccoon, this could be represented as someone who is talented, shadowy or shady, in hiding. Someone that may be not at the surface, or maybe you aren't aware that they miss you. They're also a generous friend, exceptional artist. They could be quite creative. They could be like, maybe they draw, maybe they play music, maybe they are an artist in some kind. They're very talented. They also, it could be talented in music specifically. It also says its shadow side points out unresolved issues around self-image and success. They could have a difficult image. They could maybe put themselves down a lot. Also, raccoon's energy won't let us off the hook until creative ego fear is resolved. So they definitely could have some sort of fear of not being good enough, especially when it comes to talents, yet they are very talented. So that could be something specific. Also, we have earth sign, so Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, that could be significant. Next one we have is Two of Swords. So this reminds me of air signs. Is not as strong of an air sign. This could just represent conflict. And with the Two of Swords, this usually means of someone having to make a decision or having to choose, possibly having to stay or leave. Usually that's the most common one. So it also is a female here. It's representative of feminine energy, so this could be a female or this could be a male with feminine qualities. We also have like 3 other people surrounding them, so this could be meaning like this could be your friends influencing you, this could be your family influencing you, someone that may be trying to get involved in the decision, or possibly these are the people you may be blinded to and ignoring their bad habits, and maybe being blinded and not making the decision to leave this toxic friend group or family or relationship. So that could be something representative of what the person is. Let's see. With that one, I'll get a little bit more into depth with that, but that could be a situation. They also may have brown hair. It looks like they could be a little bit paler. This also could be that maybe this person who is missing you may be in a toxic relationship and may be blindsided and not wanting to make a choice to maybe go after you or fix things or something. They're kind of just like, I'm gonna stay here, and they're stuck, and they're like, they don't want to like do better. So that could be something. With pile 3, we have the animal. I did not have a chance yet to look at the description for it, so please give me one moment. Look at the description of the animal. I know this is obviously representing an animal. 999. My apologies. Okay, so the animal, the beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. So when in light, they could be vital, elemental, alive, and dancing. When in dark, savagery, pent-up emotions, and lashing out. This card kept like bouncing around, like not really staying in. See, just like that. It keeps like kind of wanting to tilt. So I definitely think there is some pent-up emotion or lashing out currently happening. Maybe something has not been resolved. Maybe it's like this connection. This could also be with someone with blue eyes, more specifically. So they may have blue eyes or you have blue eyes. But this could be that someone may be repressing a lot of emotion, or maybe there's unfinished business that hasn't been resolved or communicated, or just like they haven't let it go. They didn't let it go yet. It's like it's still there. So if you're feeling that this person has a lot of pent-up emotion or is acting is like lashing out and acting like a savage, this may be your pile. Next one, we have fear. So this could definitely be that this person who is missing you has fear of that you're going to reject them, or that you're going to reject them again, or that you're going to run away from or leave them, or they're definitely having fear about this connection with you. They may have fear into reaching out to you. Maybe they're scared to communicate because they're afraid of how you're going to react or respond. This could also be, there could have been a death situation within this connection where things ended abruptly, or there's no contact at all. There's no contact at all. If there's any contact in any of these, it may be number 2 and number 1. Okay, so let's start off the reading with the raccoon, pile 1. We're gonna try to do these very quickly. Hello, my beautiful pile 1s. If you chose the raccoon, this will be your reading on who is missing you. So, I think this person could definitely be either Sagittarius. We have strong Sagittarius sign here. That could be you, or I really do think this is supposed to be them. They may have a placement in their chart that their Sagittarius is very prevalent right now. Maybe they have a moon in Sagittarius. But their sun sign could possibly be an earth sign. So Virgo, I almost just said Sagittarius again. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Those may be significant. I think this person is missing you because you were fun. You were always looking to have a good time, very adventurous, very spontaneous. Maybe they're in a next relationship, like if this was a love relationship where they maybe moved on very quickly, I have a feeling that they may have, because this card talked about they're filling the void with whatever. They could also be very passive aggressive, or what did it say? It said something about Six of Cups? No, Queen of Cups. They could be like, it's almost like the reverse empath. Like, they are a little bit manipulative and overly dramatic, person who attracts menacing people and situations. They could be like so tremendously insecure, especially about their talents, more specifically maybe their music, maybe trying to get famous. That was a little description within the raccoon. They feed off the energy of others. They have passive aggressive behavior, jealous of others' talents. They're very jealous of other people and their talents, especially if they're good or better at something than they are. Capable of harsh emotional wounds, addictive personality who is always on to something new to fill the vast hole inside. So I definitely think that they may have moved on very quickly with whether it was a friendship or a relationship. I think they miss you because of the history you guys had, the fun that you've had. I think maybe they moved very fast through this. Maybe the breakup or the ending would happen so quickly and abrupt that it was like they didn't even have the chance to move on because they jumped so quickly into something else. And maybe right now they are missing you tremendously, and they're probably like, you know, they are just ignoring their feelings about the loss they have about this connection. Maybe they finally overcame that, and maybe they finally reflect on it and was like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have, you know, left so quickly, jumped into a relationship so quickly. But I doubt it. I don't feel like they have reflected that. I think they may be overindulging in something. Possibly their work, or they could possibly be like, for example, they're trying to get famous maybe, so like on TikTok, or maybe they're overindulging in playing video games, or overindulging in eating, or overindulging in something. And maybe that was what they were doing before, right when you guys ended things, or there was a change in the situation. You guys could still be talking to each other, but you also may not know that they even miss you at all. Like, this may be a surprise to you, because I feel like they're very egotistical, and they put their ego so far first above everyone else that they never really considered your feelings or how you were feeling. It was always about them. I think you may be so shocked that they even miss you at all, because they are very good at hiding it, but deep down I really do think this person is missing your connection, missing the fun you guys had, the celebration you guys had. The Six of Wands is like the parade of ghosts. I think this person may be missing you and maybe missing a couple other people. Like, it's like a bunch of ghosts, a bunch of losses. Maybe this person has lost a lot of people in their life. And maybe you helped them with that. You helped them, you know, get through it on this horse. You definitely could be someone with blonde hair. Maybe you got them a teddy bear at some point. We have an S here. That could be maybe your initial. We also have contradicting. They could be a very contradicting person. I just see valid. Maybe you feel like maybe you always validated their feelings constantly, or maybe they always validated your feelings. I think this person may be very indecisive. We have Earth sign here as well, so maybe they're more stable when it comes to you, and maybe you brought them stability. Like, they were able to bring stability to you, so it brought them stability. Maybe they're very, like, slow and steady type of person. when it comes to you, but when it's on their own in their own life, it's like there's nothing that's grounding them. They're completely out of whack. They're all over the place. It's like they're a freaking mess. And I think their promise that they had, they may have made a promise with you, a vow, a contract, if you guys signed papers, or there was some sort of marriage, that definitely fell through, and it's not working out. It's not working, or it could be maybe you guys are together right now and you're struggling with your marriage. For some of you, maybe there needs to be a talk of possibly spending more time together. Or maybe that was an issue in the past relationship, is that maybe this person really wanted to spend a lot of time with you and maybe you couldn't provide that. Their characteristics, that could be something very characteristic about them, something very specific. We have a cowboy hat here. Maybe someone is like some cowboy. Maybe they live in a state that's like where there's cowboys. We have a little witch here and I'm not really sure what this is. If you know what that is, please let me know. The witch could be maybe you made them a promise and maybe it didn't fall through, or maybe you unkept promises, and maybe you're getting karma for it, or maybe they're getting karma for it. I definitely think there's some sort of messy karma happening. I think this person was also a generous friend. I think maybe they gave you a lot, but maybe you didn't ask for it. Maybe you didn't, and they just expected you to reciprocate, but never communicated how they were feeling. That maybe it left them feeling so insecure that maybe their actions weren't reciprocated so much that it left them feeling a hole within them. It was like they never got their love language. Maybe you constantly got your love language from them, but they didn't get theirs. There was definitely some sort of unequal balance. It could be the opposite way around. Maybe that's you for them. And maybe they always put their ego first and couldn't ever show you love or show you the love you deserved and wanted. We have made with love. No matter what happens, I want you to be happy no matter what happens. So maybe this person doesn't really care about your happiness. They're kind of just like concerned with their own happiness, or they feel this internally. Like, even though maybe things didn't work out and maybe you guys left on a bad note, or y'all never talked, and maybe it's because their ego is so far in front of any of their decisions that they don't feel like to reach out because they don't want to. It will just make them feel shitty that they even reached out in the first place. Like, they'll be like, oh, you know, it'll take like a shot to their ego, you know, if you ignore them, or so they don't even do it to begin with because their ego is so frail. But like deep down, I think they believe like they want you to be happy too. Like, they want you to deep down be happy with whatever you do. So I definitely think this person has a tower moment up ahead. They may have recently dealt with a death of a situation, like a loss, and maybe they, for example, you, and maybe they, you know, ignored it or act like it wasn't there, or just, you know, were like, whatever, you know, same thing, whatever, new day. They act like it wasn't that big of a deal, but maybe it's now chasing up after them, and it's like, now it's like, hey, this is something you gotta deal with, you know, the pain that is left, you can't keep suppressing this pain. And maybe they've dealt with it and now they're finally overcoming it and trying to find a balance with their emotions. But I definitely think there's still some left that is still repressed. I think they maybe were like, they may have told themselves, oh yeah, I'm over it, you know, I let it go, or maybe they try to convince people, oh yeah, I'm over it, we're done, like, but deep down it's like you're always on their mind and they still miss you, clearly. And they definitely miss your qualities, especially if they're in a new relationship, if they jumped right into a new relationship, because we have the whole filling the void here. They miss your characteristics. Like, they miss things about you and your excitement that this person doesn't bring. And I think this new partner they may be with is a malicious, nasty person. And I think this person attracts people like that is because they quickly grab whoever and whatever is right there at that second. Like, they cannot wait, they cannot be patient, and it's because they're so afraid to be alone by themselves that they just grab whatever is there. And it could be, sadly, I think it was a very malicious person they may have taken. They attract bad people, and it's because they may also people please, so they're constantly getting taken advantage of, and they may be currently in a toxic relationship. But also, toxic people attract toxic people. So they have issues as well that they must deal with in order to attract better people. Because I think this person also lashes out. I think they also are passive aggressive, jealous, criticizing other people and all their stuff to make themselves feel better. What else can I say? I think that's basically it. I definitely think they have a difficult time with self-talk. Oranges could be significant in this relationship. Maybe you guys ate a lot of oranges, or maybe orange was their favorite color, or that could be something with Sagittarius. Maybe they're putting a lot of energy into something. Maybe they're partying a lot. I think I might have said that. But also, maybe you tell people that they're trash, we have compost, or maybe they tell people that you're trash, and like say trash, or call people trash or something, or garbage or something, maybe to make them feel better, but deep down they still miss you. That could be something. But I do think they may feel like they're trash as well. And it's just funny how we have trash and then a raccoon, it's like they eat garbage. It's like they take garbage. They take the, the bad people, the malicious people. They accept those people. And they're okay with surrounding themselves with those people. And it's because, they need to fill that void. I definitely think they have a difficult self-image, negative self-talk. I think they talk down on themselves a lot, and there's always like that thought of like bad things, like they're always thinking constantly, their mind is overthinking, they're always thinking about that bad thing. That's because they're so insecure and vulnerable, because maybe this past relationship, your past relationship, or whatever past relationship they were in, makes them feel vulnerable. I don't think they ever gotten over their vulnerability or insecurity, and I think because they never self-reflect, they never discuss it, they never reflect on it, they act like it's not there. And it could definitely be because maybe they gave a lot, or felt like they gave a lot, and maybe didn't receive enough. Okay, lastly, they could be nose piercing, they could have blonde hair, they could be taller, they could have thicker lips. We have a little key here. Maybe locked away. Maybe someone lied about their height. I don't know why that just popped up. You could also be an S name, and maybe you gave them a teddy bear. There's also a baby. The kid's carrying a baby. Maybe they saw like you being their like spouse to give children. Like maybe they envisioned having a family with you and having a child. And I think you helped them get over their losses. Like they had a whole group of ghosts, a parade of ghosts, a bunch of people that they've lost in their life, and you helped them get through that. And now you're just another ghost. And it's like, that's what hurts them the deepest. And then Queen of Cups, what they're doing to this situation is they're not doing anything. They keep making it worse, and there's going to be a tower moment that's going to sneak up on them, and it's going to be when shit hits the fan, and it's going to be like they're going to be going through such a difficult time in the future that's going to change them drastically. Hoax, maybe they feel like that's a lie, or someone thinks that's a lie, or maybe they are lying, or a liar. Maybe they became a liar, or maybe they're always catching people's lies. And then we have hamster. Maybe hamster is significant in some way. Okay, thank you so much, Pile 1. I hope you found some messages that resonated. If this has helped, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful Pile 2s. If you chose the Two of Swords card, this will be your reading on who is missing you. So, I am getting possibly two different people. I'm kind of getting this nice, sweet, actually no, both of them aren't sweet people. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel that someone may be very romantic, lovey-dovey type person, but isn't in the right place or right mindset to give this to you. But I think deep down there is a lot that they see in the future and they want a future with you. They are constantly thinking about the future with you, and it's like they feel it deep down within them, that they feel their future is with you. And I want you to know that that is their perception, not what is destined or what is true. You have your own life. Don't feel trapped just because someone may like you or have feelings for you or may be possessive of you or controlling of you. Don't allow them to control you. Control is not love. Possession is not love. Sacrifice is love. So if they're willing to sacrifice their own happiness for you to be happy, that is what love is. And if they see that you don't want to be with them, you're not happy with them, then they should respect that, respect you, and be okay with that. With whoever else is here, has a lot of insecurity issues, has a lot of problems deep down. There is someone here that I really do not like, and I want you to be careful around them, please. Please be careful around them. They don't care about people's boundaries. They don't care about anyone else besides themselves. They could be so insecure that they're grasping for anything. It's like they're this octopus, and just, it's like they're punching their way, they're swiping people out of their way just to grasp something, to grasp a relationship, to grasp someone and trap them inside. And it's like, you have to love me. You have to stay here and love me forever. Please stay away from this person. I do not like this person. This person scares me. And they could be a water sign. I'm kind of getting Pisces. Specifically. Could also be a Cancer or Scorpio. But please be careful. They may be also restless. Let's get some adjectives, some things about them specific. They could have an M name. They could have a V name. They could have an I name. They could have an L name. We have 2 V's. They could have glasses. They could be skinny. They could be in between, maybe these two. Or it could also just be someone who's skinny, someone who's thicker. Either or could be one of the 2 people that may miss you currently, that may miss you in your life. We also have shorter. One of them could be shorter than you. So we also have these messages that I feel one of them, the other person that I feel that sees a future with you and maybe is stepping back right now and maybe not so involved in your life right now, maybe watches you from a distance, or is playing kind of a game, and maybe it's like they may be involved in a different relationship or something else, but it's like deep down they know or have a feeling they have such care and love for you. Like, it's like no matter what you do, they will still love you and care for you. And that's not a healthy thing to say, because relationships need boundaries, and I feel like these two people who miss you, I really don't think establish good boundaries, or maybe you are not good at establishing boundaries, and maybe these people don't know where your boundaries lie, and they're constantly stepping, over your boundaries. And I think that may be a reason to why you guys may not be, together right now or talking right now, and it's because there are boundaries that have been stepped, and you maybe have distanced yourself from them or cut ties with them. I think both of them, one may have been a love interest at some point. I think the other might just be someone who watches you from a distance and stalks you, possibly, or you may have been friends with and maybe only saw them as a friend, and maybe they wanted more. And I think that's the person you need to stay away from, because especially if they're like obsessed with you, please be careful. Obsession is not love. So yeah, I'm not getting good vibes. They may be in the army, or maybe they've previously been in the army, or maybe they want to go to the army. We have passionate, fiery love. I feel like the better person, the one that, I think you may have been, you may be friends with both of these people, but I think one of them you may have had feelings for at some point, or maybe you still have feelings for now. The other one, I think, is someone you need to stay away from, like I said, the water sign. And this person, I feel like, I don't know, the person that you may have had feelings for, they may, like, think about you a lot. They may just randomly, like, text you out of the blue, like, oh, talking about, they may just be friendly and reach out and say something nice, or sometimes they just reach out randomly and be like, oh, like, this reminded me of you, oh, like, send you like the weirdest things, and you're just like, what the heck, why is this person randomly texting me? And I feel like they love you, like they actually like have strong feelings for you. And I think it's like maybe they get confused on whether it's love or friendship, and you may do the same as well. Like I think sometimes they maybe are like, oh, like they're actually just my friend and I just care for them so deep down that it's just a friendship. But then sometimes maybe they're like, oh, like I really do love this person. Maybe they think about more. They think about more with you. Maybe they think about a future with you. Like they think about vacations with you in the future. They think about living with you. They think about, your families getting together, and like maybe you guys had good families, like dynamics, or you could see your families getting along. Maybe this person also thinks about you sexually. I don't want to get too deep into that because, but I think they do, and I think they think about you guys having like passionate, fiery love, because we have this, you. And I think they think about that internally, since it's in reverse. Like it's deep down. Like they want to make love to you. That could be something. But then maybe they also get confused sometimes too, whether like, is this love or is it just lust? Like they're not quite sure. And I think more often it is love, because they think about making memories with you. They think about hanging out and doing things with you. Having children with you, having a future with you. It's not just about this. With the other person, I think the scarier person that I don't like, I think it is just lust. I think they are confused between this person, whoever, I keep doing the skinny person, I'm not really sure which one it is, but one of these people, whoever's abusive here, they don't know from their whole morals and ethics and reasonings and what love is so out of whack. It's like they are they have so much to learn, and I don't know if they'll ever will. I think they also may be someone who's blindfolded as well. I think you may be blindfolded, and they may be blindfolded. I think they both might be blindfolded, actually. I think the one that loves you and cares for you is blindfolded because they are trying to suppress their feelings for you, and they're trying to act like, you know, a hot shot and be like, oh yeah, no, I'm okay. I'm, like, when they're near you, like, their heart drops, but then they act like, oh yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. They, like, look around and they're, like, trying to look, you know, trying to impress you looking cool or whatever. The other one is blind because they don't care to get out of the trap they set for themselves. I think maybe this person who is toxic may have went through a very hard breakup, or maybe trauma, a lot of trauma in their life, and they don't care to fix it. They have gotten hurt, and it's like they're on a vengeance, you know, revenge towards possibly women, maybe towards men, where they're just like, I'm gonna hurt everyone around me. Like, I don't care to fix myself. I'm hurting. Fuck y'all. Like, they don't care. Like, they will hurt everyone. And you don't want to get into that, fall into that, stay away from them. Okay, so, and it's like they don't care to, it's like they are playing the victim. They are reaching so far into being the victim that it's like, oh, everyone has to apologize to me. I didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't me. Like, they're letting their ego also, like, protect them, but it's more of, like, they're just lashing out at everyone that, like, likes them or cares for them. This person is just, no bueno. No bueno. Okay, so I think this other person, though, here, I think they both see you as the sun. They see you as a light, a bright white light. They see you as someone who's very beautiful, very soft, sweet, elegant, sexy, beautiful person. Maybe you're healthy, maybe they really like how you take care of yourself. They both put you on a pedestal. And I think this person, whoever this abusive section is for, I keep circling the skinny person. I'm sorry if that's not the case, but whoever that person is, it's like they put you on a pedestal so much that it's like, but they also don't realize that they're even hurting other people because of how hurt they are, that they are abusive, and it's like they harmed you, they hurt you. They put you on a pedestal even though, like, they still, like, worship you, but they still manage to hurt you because of their hurt. Or that may happen in the future, so please stay away. And they may not do it on purpose, but it doesn't matter because they don't think they have consequences for any of their actions. They think that they could just do whatever and that everyone's going to forgive them because they're hurting. And no, their actions, their consequences will build up and they will get their karma. They really will. And don't forgive them just because they're hurting. Don't feel bad for them. Stop feeling bad for them, because that's what allows them to continue what they're doing. And don't don't blindfold yourself to these two people just because they may seem like, oh, they're going to worship you, or that they care for you, or that they love you. Don't people please. Just because they love you doesn't mean you have to love them or care for them or kiss their ass. But yeah, anyways, back onto the other guy, the one that I feel like does really care for you. They might be in a relationship and maybe they don't. Like I said, I think they see a future with you, and I think they will always love you no matter what, even through, like, the rocky mountains of the relationship. Like, I still feel like they will always be there. And I think, like, I don't think the time is now. They don't see the time is now. Maybe they're still dealing with shit. And I think they both see you as someone who helps them for the better. Like, this person feels like you need to fix them, which I don't like at all. Like, they're like, oh, they will fix me, instead of them fixing themselves. And this person's like, let me fix myself first before I get involved in this relationship. Or they're trying to figure shit out for themselves and trying to fix themselves for you. I think you may have said very wise words to both of these people, and maybe it has helped them, like, look at themselves a bit. And I think they definitely worship you. Like, they see you as someone who's so wise, and they're just like, dang, like, I wish. Okay, anyways, so with the Two of Swords, who they are, I think both of them are... I think this one's more of, like, the abusive person, is that they're denying and not accepting their own thoughts, their own, like, self-limiting thoughts, or traumas, or they're just, like, ignoring their issues, and they need to self-reflect and see that it's all in their head. They can control their emotions. I think they're water. The water is very rough, and it's like their emotions are... It's like they're in a point where there is no heart. Their heart is gone, and it's left with thorns, and it's like they don't feel anything because of how much they hurt. And that's why they're, like, soulless and heartless right now and hurting everyone. With this person, I feel like it's like they're stuck in making a decision whether to reach out and try something with you, but I feel like they're more, like, stuck and trying to find self-reflection, and I'm not gonna move yet till I reflect and go within. Like, they're trying to go in and fix themselves first because they don't feel like they're good enough for you. The Knight of Cups, I feel like the Knight of Cups represents this person more, and this represents this person more. So it's like the Knight of Cups, we have horns here. I think they're in a little bit more of a devilish state of mind right now. I think they're kind of just living life, doing whatever it is that they want. Maybe this is a person that is messing around with multiple females, playing games with multiple females, and let me just tell you, just because they may see you or have a future with you or see a future with you doesn't mean they are the one for you, especially if they're not putting you as first priority or making, they may not be ready now, blah blah blah, that may be an excuse for them, but if they're not putting you first and they're trying to, and you've been, you've said that you want something with them and they're not putting you first, then they're not the one for you. But it could also be because I'm getting, you can't always expect to know how that you feel. They may not know that you want them. They may not think that you want them. And that's why they go out and, talk to all these other people. Maybe they just see that you only see them as a friend. And they're probably afraid to, make it more or try to reach out and make it more because they're afraid of losing you. And they want to stay just friendly. They're okay with being your friend. We have a turtle here. The turtle could be you as well. I think also the abusive person may have, they may struggle with their self-image. I'm sorry if this is blurry, by the way. They both may struggle with their self-image, actually. I think they both struggle with their appearance. I think they both care about what you think of them. I think they may both try to act friendly with you, but maybe this person took something too far, and there may have been, you need to set boundaries with this person, or both of these people, or just let this person exit your life, and don't even, they're not worth trying to fix. Who cares? They need to fix themselves. You can't fix someone else if they don't want to be fixed. Will always love you, wants children with you. Yeah, we heard. Okay, so sailing too. Maybe that you guys had always had dreams about buying a boat and sailing off together. Shot with Cupid's bow is more of like a crossbow. Maybe like you've shot them with a bow. We have a V here. Christmas, maybe they think about Christmas, spending time Christmas with you. Third eye, maybe you help them open up their intuition. Sorry, I'm talking so much. And then lastly, we have, I think also this person is being like a playboy, like I said, like talking to a bunch of people, or being very mischievous, very clingy, needing for attention. I think they both need your attention constantly. I think they both are needy for people's attention. Maybe they're both very loud, annoying, extroverted, but it's because they need attention. This person may be very clingy to you. Clingy isn't always the best thing. Usually is not a good thing, because they can't sit with themselves, they can't be alone. And that's when insecurity gets involved, and insecurity always ends up ruining the relationship, because then someone ends up cheating because they feel insecure, so then they cheat on you, and it's like, it's not something good to have in a relationship. This person needing of affection, maybe they need your affection and they may reach out or need your attention. Maybe they like when they see you stare at their stuff, or you like their posts, or you view their stuff or anything like that. They like maybe post stuff for you to see. Prone to jealousy, unable to commit to relationships. Maybe they're both afraid to commit to a relationship, or maybe reach out to a relationship with you. I think this person's afraid to reach out. Like I said, this one's afraid to commit to anyone, and just having issues with relationships, and desperate to fit in, self-indulgent. They're both desperate to fit in, so they both have issues. You could do whatever you want with that information. This is just what I've seen. I'm just gonna read the other stuff here. We have housekeeper. I think they maybe see you as like their housewife, trophy wife. Yeah, take that out, whatever, you feel about that. Explanation, we have horns. This image looks like we have horns. I think this person's a little bit more on their devilish side. They're playing like, they're trying to be like, they're not really thinking about the actions that come with their consequences. They're being like, maybe very flirty, F-boy like. Expansion, maybe they didn't ever really have F-boy side. Expansion, this person needs to open their freaking eyes and take the blindfold off and stop acting like, it's okay to play the victim and, oh, my bad side, I'm a bad boy now. No, you're just a toxic human being, and you're an abusive human being. Stay away from that person. We have cracked, garden, abusive, army, and then M. So thank you so much, pile 2. That was so long, and I apologize. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile 3s. If you chose the animal card, this will be your reading on who is missing you. So, I think this person could be a earth sign, since we have the elk and the pentacles, as well as we have Virgo and Capricorn here. So it could definitely be a Virgo or a Capricorn. More specifically, the Capricorn card thing was flipped over, so ambitious. It could be an ambitious Virgo. They may have a Capricorn like somewhere in their chart that is significant. I think this person is very charming, there could be a Libra here too. We have Libra, charming, but it was in reverse, so I think it's just talking about the charming word. So with the animal here, we talked a little bit about that when picking the card. It says the beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. When in light, they're vital, alive, and dances. When they're in dark, savagery, pent-up emotion, and lashing out. When we talk about the animal, it's basically... I'll read the description for the animal for you. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature. Yes, through this archetype, we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationships to nature in most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from a vine. The life forces of our planet begs us to sit down, and the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs reminds us the warm blood that pulses through our veins. And remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, protection, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails, starlight on our skin, and if all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. And like this card kept going, like it didn't really want to stay upright. It kept wanting to go off to the side, and I think it's supposed to be when in dark, because we also have like a lot of signifying things of this person possibly not being the greatest of people, and definitely possibly someone who has taken advantage of you in some way, or have lashed out or mistreated you in some way. So, I think this person may be a very physical person. They compare themselves to, they compare themselves to an animal. They're like, oh, I'm a wolf, or I'm an omega, or I'm a alpha or something. They're like the type of person that would wear like an alpha shirt and, you know, always trying to be, they always have like their chin up and like, you know, they're always trying to dominate other people. I see this person as being very controlling, especially when it came to you, possibly. I think maybe this person, if you guys were friends or if you guys ever dated, or whoever this person is, it doesn't have to be a male. I know we have male pictures here, but that's my just, those are my, all of the images that I have are males. So it doesn't have to be a male. This could be possibly a family member. This could be a friend. I don't think that it is the case, though. I definitely do think it was a possible relationship, because we have soulmate and wants to give you a kiss. I think this person may manipulated you and maybe tried to control you and change you from who you are. Maybe they tried to tell you how to act, tell you what to do. They probably judged you, and it was probably not even like, they didn't go out of their way to be like, oh, maybe they told you what you could wear and can't wear. Maybe they were very controlling when it came to that. They're like, oh, you can't wear that, or no, I don't want you wearing that, or whatever. And that's not hot, that's not sexy, that's just insecure. You're allowed to, you can't control your partner. It's not like, they think that they're like, oh, I'm the provider. This person is very physical. They think very physically. They don't think with their head. It's like they only think with their body, with their penis. Like they don't think, or with their gut. Like they don't think with their mind. They don't think logically. And it's like they need to be the provider. I don't know. It's just seems very, quite of a toxic person. That could just be something specific about them that maybe they didn't show you, or maybe you haven't seen yet, but maybe things ended abruptly before you could see that side of them. I don't think that's the case, because we have Five of Swords here, and it's like they miss you because they liked to control you. It was like they liked to hurt you. They liked to gain satisfaction from harming you, from controlling you, and it's like that's what lift them up. It's really toxic, a really toxic person. And they may have gaslit you. They may have told you, oh, we're soulmates. Oh, I can't live. They tell you all these charming things. It was like too good to be true from the very first second you met this person. It was like, and you became best friends with them right off the bat, or like you guys just started talking like right away. That is a red flag. Like if you ever get too close with someone in like too quickly, and you know it's too quickly, and you're like, this is weird that I'm sharing this much information to someone I don't know, you may want to pull back and think a little bit clearer about this situation, because this person is trying to get more info in order to control you and maybe blackmail you or anything like that. Definitely getting some gaslighting. We have someone is giving too much in this situation, this relationship. Maybe you guys were in a relationship and you gave too much, and now it's a new beginning. Now you're starting a new beginning somewhere else without this person, and it's like this person misses you, and it's not because they miss loving you or all these kind words or, you know, fake, we have fake here, fake words that they may told you or said. Oh, I'm so blessed to be with you, can't wait, can't see a world without you, all this crap. It could be real, but it's not because it's about you, it's about them. It's like, it's for them, not you. We have the elk here, and they may have not hurt you physically, and maybe not intentionally. I think they have intentionally hurt you, and I think they like to intentionally hurt you and disrespect you, and I think it's because they gain from this. Because this Five of Swords is not a good card. Like, this card is literally talks about hurting others. Hold on. And preying on people. It's this cruelty. Cruelty to others, jealousy, superior brute force, delighted in others' demise. Like, they love to see you, like, on your downfall. It was always a competition. This person always competed against you, and, like, especially when it comes to jobs, creativity, they're like, no, you can't be the one to make money. No, I have to make more money than you. Or they're mad, like, they would compare about your wealth, your status, always comparing how you dressed, comparing, like, especially if you were in a relationship with this person, I don't know, maybe I'm being too hard on this person. I don't know. I really just, I don't like this energy. We have fake here, we have hooky, we have deceiving, we have gaslighting, like, and it's not even just, and even in these cards, it's bad. These two cards are, like, pretty messed up, like, type of person. I don't know. I don't like this person. I think they miss you because they miss who they were. Was a very controlling person when it came to abundance, when it came to wealth. Maybe they didn't let you buy things, spend your money on things. They're always like, no, you have to pay this, or control. They were just extremely controlling. And I also think they love to watch you fail. Like, they loved to they wanted to hold you back as far as you could in order for them to get further in life. Like, it wasn't even like they wanted to work together for both of you to get further. It's like they wanted to tie you down, you know, rope you down and sprint a million miles ahead of you. This person, and that's what made them feel better, is because you were so far behind. Not because they were doing well, it was because you were doing bad and struggling. They gained happiness from your struggles. And it's really fucked up. It's really messed up. Also, very compulsively, obsessive compulsive disorder, very controlling. Maybe they had OCD, or like controlling with their room. Their room had to be very clean. Maybe things had to be a certain way. Maybe if you came in and touched a single thing, they'd yell at you or flip out on you, and it'd be like the littlest thing, and you're like, what the hell? I literally just, you know, left my toothbrush on the side of the sink, and this person flipped out. It's like they were so, like, ooh, like, I think they also maybe didn't really spend a lot of time with you, or maybe there's a lot of space between you now. And maybe they just feel very lonely. This person is lonely right now. They could have an M name or a W. We have hooky here. I think maybe this person played hooky a lot. And when I mean hooky, maybe like they would always cancel plans, maybe. Like they would constantly cancel plans on you. We have a W here. We have like two of the same bugs came out, which is interesting. So this reminds me of like fireflies. So maybe fireflies have some significance. We also have a horse here. And we have a bicycle. We have scissors, maybe cutting ties. Maybe this person cut ties with you and ended things first. Because maybe that was their way. Maybe you started giving them space. Or maybe they started giving you space. And every time you guys hanged out, it was like they would just control you. It was like they had to gain their bar, their like fuel of controllingness with you. And then right as that was filled, they would, not hang out with you for a whole week. And maybe they were deceiving you behind your back by talking to someone with an A name, or specifically Alexa. Maybe they were deceiving you and talking to a girl. Maybe they liked to, especially if this person cheated on you, maybe they liked to cheat on you. We have celery here. I don't believe any of this crap here. I think this is all just to rope you back in with them. And I really am trying to be unbiased. I don't even know who this, obviously I don't know who this person is. I don't know, but I just don't believe any of this. I feel like it's all lies. And they may have said all this stuff to you, like, oh, I'm thinking about you 24/7. I want to give you a kiss. This is all, everything they spew out of their mouth is lies. If their actions don't, they're a very physical person. So you have to believe their actions over their words, especially if they're very physical. If they do everything, like their actions are the most important thing. Okay, so who they are, why they misuse, because I think they really honestly like hurting you, which is really messed up. The elk, it talked about, the elk was stable, resilient, headstrong, and a father. I think this person, maybe when they mature enough, or maybe when they get older, maybe they would be a good father figure, and very stable and resilient and headstrong. I think this person is very stubborn. When they're in balance, they're supportive, kind, and consistent. And when they're out of balance, they're pretentious, high, and mighty. Since this card is upright, maybe there's a good aspect to them where they were very supportive, very kind, and consistent when it came to when you guys first started dating, possibly, or talking. And maybe they completely changed and became very pretentious, high, and mighty. Because I don't really believe them being consistent. Like, I don't see anything that gives me consistent. Yeah, so with the Seven of Cups, lastly, we have, oh, did that card fucking come out? Okay, so the Seven of Cups in reverse, it says, the witch stands with her back towards the reader. Do you turn your back on something important? I think this was like, what are they doing now? I asked, what are they doing now to help fix the relationship? They turned their back to this relationship. They put space. They started by putting space in this relationship. Putting in space, and maybe it was because they were so, a workaholic, always busy, and maybe you started to reciprocate that space, or maybe you started to stop caring so much, and then maybe they turned the tables on you, or maybe they were like, oh, you are the one giving too much space or some shit. whatever, who cares? They shouldn't be in your life anymore, because especially if they've cheated, because it's deceiving. They also could be talking to someone right now that is Alexa, and maybe they're trying to get back with you, but they're not telling you the whole truth about them talking to someone else as well. We also have, lastly, the Seven of Cups. Like I said, I think this person is, what they're doing right now is turning their back on this situation. They don't care to walk away from this situation or give it more attention. They are very excluding themselves from this person and place or thing. So they're like excluding themselves from you. Okay, thank you so much, Pile 3. If this has helped, please give this video a like and consider subscribing. Yeah, and let me know how I did in the comments. Thank you so much. I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pile 4s. If you chose the Fear card, this reading will be about who is missing you. Okay, I just want to let you know, if you may not want to hear this reading, but you may need to hear it, I am sorry that I don't know what is with these couple past readings in this video, but for some reason I'm just getting like the worst energy. I don't know if it's me, like, am I the problem? I don't know what is going on. I mean, it makes sense to have the people who hurt you the most be the ones that miss you the most. So it makes sense. I don't trust this person. I don't like this person. And I've said that already in 3 piles so far. I don't like this person. I'm sorry. Like, I know you might have wanted to hear, you know, some romantic things or something good about this, but I really don't like this person. And I don't know what is, it's also kind of confusing. I'm a little bit confused on these cards just a bit. So I'm going to try my very best. But I think this person, okay, so we have a water sign. They could be a Cancer, they could be a Pisces, they could be a Scorpio. We also have fire here. Star, I think, is Aquarius. So we also have Aquarius here as well. There could be someone who is an Aquarius at play in this reading. This person misses you because you told them that they were okay when they did bad things. You still loved them or cared for them or still validated their feelings and said, oh, like, you know, you're in the right, when this person, you know, this person didn't ever, he just wanted, this person, this person just wanted to be told that they were right, and they wanted their feelings to be validated by everyone and all the people they surrounded, because they are so insecure they can't just validate their own feelings. Also, it's like they are always doing something wrong and are always hurting the people around them and hurting everybody, that it's like they don't want to accept, or they don't care even to know that they did wrong. Like, they don't want consequences for the actions. And they're like, no, I didn't do anything. It was him. It was them that hurt me. Like, it's like they're always playing the victim. And it was almost like you not encouraged it, but validated their victim mentality, and constantly, oh, feel bad for me, oh my god, pity me. And like, it's understandable to be sad for yourself and, you know, be hurting. And I'm sorry if this is insensitive. I really just don't, I feel like this person does that to manipulate you. It's not like they they could be hurting, but it's like they don't do anything to stop hurting. They do it to control you. They do it to, it's a reason to why they hurt everyone around them. Oh, I feel bad for me. Oh my god, I can't control my actions. Look at me, like I'm ruining everybody's life around me. I'm sorry that I'm getting angry. I apologize. Like, I actually apologize. I think this person is keeping secrets from you. Maybe they didn't tell you the truth about something. Maybe they lie to you, or lying to you. Maybe they've lied to you. I don't know. It says cream here and ethics. I don't know how that correlates, so I guess that's up to you. Could be maybe like a pie, eating food, something that has cream on it, coffee. We have you keeping secrets from you. I think their ethics are all out of whack. I think they have like some serious mental issues, or just like unresolved stuff. God, I really don't like this person. I don't even want to do this reading because of how, like, I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Take action and go ask them out. I think maybe deep down they liked you in some way, or like were interested in you in some way, but maybe you weren't interested in them. But also I think they don't really care for you. It was more of like they want everything that they could have, and maybe it's they want a bunch of options to make them feel better. It's like they don't really care to be with anyone. It's more of like they want whatever they can get, and they want to have everyone kissing their ass. It's like they need validation from everyone. It's like this person needs like a bunch of options. Like if this is a male, this guy wants a bunch of women at his disposal. Like he wants to, like, oh, today I'm gonna be with her, the next day I'm gonna be with her, oh, I'm gonna sleep with her tomorrow. Like, to just manipulate. Oh yeah, oh my god, my ex broke up with me, feel bad for me. Oh, you want to sleep with me now? I'm sorry, but that's the kind of energy I'm getting. I think this person's also kind of a party animal I was getting. They like to party a lot, or like they're partying a lot. It's funny that we have 6 and 7 right next to each other. That's interesting. We have 6 and 7. So those could be significant numbers. So who they are as a person, they aren't as it seems. They're trickery. They are illusion. They are lying. They are wearing a mask. They could have brown eyes. They could have gray eyes. They could have a tongue piercing. They may have a nice jawline. Bachelorette. They want a bunch of options. It's not what it seems. They are jealous. They're very jealous and envious. Very jealous and envious. This person is very jealous. They could be jealous of your happiness. They could be jealous of your relationship. They could be jealous of your friendships. They could be jealous of how you treat a partner. Maybe you're in a relationship and they're jealous that you're happy and that you are. Maybe they had a relationship where their girlfriend, hurt them, and it's like they're jealous of you because you are a nice girl that maybe treats your boyfriend well. So it's like they're jealous of you, if that makes any sense. It doesn't have to be that. That's just an analogy, for an example. Also, I think this person may have jealous of other people's fortune. Maybe they're of people's projects. Like when people do well at school or anything, they like are very jealous. If you get a bonus or something like that, or a congratulations, or people applaud, it's like they have to say something nasty, or maybe think something nasty, or maybe they talk shit about your project behind your back, or talk shit about whatever it is that you did well. I also thought of like resurrection, like bringing back to life. Maybe they thought that you would bring them back to life or some shit, or that you were gonna fix them, which is toxic in itself. And okay, next one we have why do they miss you? And I think they missed you because I think they missed you because they don't miss you as a person. They miss your validation. They don't care about you. They don't even really care for your feelings. They don't care to hurt you. They don't care how you're feeling. They don't care to hear how you're feeling. They don't care what you're dealing with. They only cared about you because you gave them some satisfaction, because you boost their ego and victim mentality. Because you were like, oh, I'm so sorry, I feel bad for you. That's the only reason why they cared. Maybe they, talked about crashing their car. Maybe they are very excessive when it comes to drinking and driving, or maybe they're very excessive when they're a party animal. Maybe they take dabs, and maybe they're, oh, I'm gonna go drive now, and you're like, no, don't drive, be safe, be careful. And you could be an Aquarius. Also, someone else could be an Aquarius that maybe did the same, especially if it's another female as well, that maybe gave him that as well. I'm sorry, I know I'm saying man and female, but it's just like how I'm feeling. It doesn't have to be. It could be all females, could be all males, could be any other, So I think you also may talk to maybe an Aquarius that you guys may call him like a fart. Maybe you're like, he's a fart. This person is trash. Like, no. Could also just be this person, it's saying like, he is a fart. We have T here, they could FTR, fart, literally, they're a fart. We have MW here, U, with the star card in reverse. So, I think this person also is always like, they're always like, oh, I'm the good one and everyone else has wronged me, even though this person literally engaged in all the drama or all the problems. They're always the one that has something to say. Okay. Anyways, you get my point. The star, I think this person is always like upset and pissed off that how this person is fixing this situation is by being disappointed and mad at the world that the world isn't always, a pleasure. It's not that they're not filled with a fantasy life where they get everything they want and all the women that they want and all the pleasures in life that they want, and they're just pissed off and disappointed, and just like, they also think that perfectionism or their outer perfection, like the way they look, is everlasting. Maybe they are like, have a confidence boost because maybe they became attractive, or maybe they're attractive and maybe they're like, oh, I'll always be hot, or they think that they're always going to be a hot shot or something. So something like that. And it says shallow thoughts and behaviors and dishonesty. I think this person's a liar. I think this person's very shallow. I think this person has a lot of shallow behavior. Yeah, and I'm not gonna stress you out anymore, especially if you stuck to this long. I think there's a couple good things about this person. Not everybody's evil and bad. There's good and the bad in everyone. Some of the good things about this person, the turtle card, was they're very grounding, and they're adventurous, peaceful, productive, and I think all of that has been at a halt. There's a lot of black too, like a lot of black in this section. Like in my other section, there wasn't as much black. Like this is a lot of black here. So there's definitely probably a death of situation. Maybe this person has took advantage or lied to you or was very dishonest in some way, and that's how things ended. But either way, even if they have good, nice things about themselves, doesn't mean that they're someone you should have in their life. Especially if they don't care to fix themselves. They don't care. Like, they think that everything should be handed to them on a platter. Like, especially women. And I don't respect it at all. There could have been some sort of elevator situation that maybe you guys fought on an elevator or yelled at each other. Maybe they tried to experiment with you. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm really sorry, Pile 4. I apologize that this reading was kind of heinous. I promise I'll bring more enlightened, happy feelings next week with something, nice and light for your palate. Alright, thank you so much. If you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. I'll see you in one of my next videos. Bye!